All right, guys, we're back for more Duke's Keys to winning big UFC fights, and it doesn't get any bigger than UFC 169 out in New Jersey. It's going to be some crazy fans on the East Coast. They get their fix of fights, and normally the Super Bowl card is in Las Vegas. We're bringing it to the East Coast, and it's going to be impressive. I got my good friend, UFC fighter extraordinaire, double black belt in kickboxing and jiu-jitsu, Alan Belcher, obviously an expert. He's shined on pay-per-view, shined on Fox, shined in UFC, so he's got some really good insight. First fight we're going to break down is the featherweight world title. What a fight. And I know a lot about both of these fighters. One, I was in camp twice training Eric Koch, who was supposed to fight the great Jose Aldo. I was in camp with Anthony Pettis to help train for Aldo.
So you know a lot about him.
Yes, I know a lot. But as well, I do know a lot about Lamas.
From Chicago, right?
Yeah, and as well, he did defeat Eric Koch. He did a great job. He overcame Eric's game last year in Chicago on Fox. Now, Lamas is a great fighter. Good wrestling, great top position, as he showed against Eric Koch. He's beat some big names in the sport, definitely earned his title shot. Now, Aldo, that's a big task at hand. What Lamas has got to do is come out and make it a fight. Almost, if I were Lamas' camp, I would try and fight the fight that Chael Sonnen did when he fought Anderson Silva the first time. Don't set back and make it a kickboxing match. You walk at this guy, run at him, start punching him, put him on his butt, and make him work. The word on the street coming out of Brazil that Aldo does have a hard time making weight. If I were Lamas' camp, I would really pressure. Don't give him room to land those beautiful knees and low kicks.
Saw him start to gas in the fourth and the fifth round, and that's his only weakness, probably.
No, and he's going to come up to 55 soon, and he's going to be stronger. Hopefully the big super fight happens with him and Anthony Pettis. But let's not count our chickens before they're hatched. We got a big fight ahead of us. So tell me, what's Aldo got to do against Lamas to win this fight?
What Aldo needs to be Aldo. He is hard to take down the way that he is. His stance is perfect. I tell people all the time, if you want to try to copy somebody's stance and their style, go for Aldo. He has the perfect width. He's relaxed like a cat. His hands are in tight. He's always ready to counter and throw hard, explosive, but he's relaxed so he can start to sprawl, and he keeps a good distance the whole time, and he takes little steps back like that. So what he needs to do is keep his side movement a little bit back like that, throw the low kick, but not get too crazy with it, keep it nice and low. Keep his jab. He has a really good jab, so just be Aldo.
Definitely. I wouldn't, like you said, I wouldn't go and kick too high with the low kick. Easy to grab for the takedown. And I know you love Aldo because he did your Superman punch. He did the Superman punch just like Anthony Showtime Pettis did. Again, the first guy ever to do the cage strike in the UFC. We can't forget. I think it's going to be an interesting fight. I know both guys really well, but I'm going to tell you right now, got mad respect for Lamas. I got to go with the godfather of the featherweight division, Aldo. Not only is Aldo great, it's Andre Pereira, that whole camp in Nova União. That's one of my, as a fan of fighting in the sport, that's probably one of my favorite camps to watch right now.
Absolutely.
So,
Pereira has a really good way of teaching MMA to these guys and gets them to be a really good overall MMA fighter. They have to be really hard to take down, awesome striking. They know their way around on the ground. They know the game really good, and Pereira is obviously doing a good job of it.
And as well, I had the pleasure of knowing the late great Carlson Sr., and I'm friends with Carlson Jr. He's part of that long legacy and lineage that Carlson Gracie's left. But Lamas used to train in Chicago with Team Carlson Gracie too. So kind of an interesting backstory to that one. Moving on, the bantamweight title fight. Speaking of Nova União and a great team, you got Renan Barao, who, if I didn't butcher that name, please don't kill me in Brazil. I love you guys. But, oi, tudo bem. So anyway, we're moving on with my good friend Urijah Faber. So unfortunately, our well wishes go out to our good friend Dominic Cruz. He suffered now a groin injury. If this guy had any luck, it's bad. Well wishes to Dominic. Heal up. Hope you return to the octagon soon. You're a talent, personality that's going to be missed.
Yeah, I'd love to see him back.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he's had so many injuries.
Definitely. Now, this is going to be an interesting fight. As we saw last time, Barao did a good job of not letting it become a wrestling match. He was striking from the outside on Urijah. Now, what do you think has got to be done from Uriah's side to win this fight?
Well, Urijah, I think that Urijah to take it to the next level against anyone. First off, he's going to do his thing. He's going to work his striking. If he can outwork Barao, get the takedowns, and hold him down, that's his way of beating him. Uriah's problem is that every time they get into a ground position in wrestling, he's a bit of a scrambler. He's always going for submissions and that type of stuff, and he's not going to get the guillotine on Barao. He needs to work on controlling his position, holding him down, and just holding him down, laying prey, and get his decision in this fight. You know?
Sure. I mean, I don't even think lay and pray bust him up. Now, Barao's got to do what he did last time. Stay on the outside, let his spin kicks go, use his distance. And, you know, here's the thing that a lot of people don't realize. The WEC cage, when Urijah was super successful, was a smaller cage.
Right.
And you're starting to see some of the guys who did well in the WEC because it was a little bit of a smaller cage. The octagon, the guys look smaller and there's more turf. So it definitely favors Barao in that match. But I never count Urijah out. Now, I'm just not saying that. This is a never say die guy. I mean, he is right there. Again, he's one of those guys who's overdue for a break. I think, again, what he needs to do is take another wrestler's got to take a page out of Chael Sonnen or Daniel Cormier. Walk out there, make it a fist fight, grab a hold of him, put him on his butt, and start pounding him.
Absolutely.
You know, don't let Barao.
Dog, and I like Urijah. I think he's a really cool guy. I hope that we get to see him winning. You know, and get some wins going again. And like you said, take him down, bust him up, take him down, hold him down, hurt him on the ground. You know, and work hard for the position, and he'll be able to beat. I mean, Barao is an awesome fighter. He's going to be really hard to take down.
It's hard for me to call who because I'm such a fan. I love both fighters, both styles. Again, this is an all Carlson Gracie affair. You got, again, Barao, who's his coach, is trained by Carlson Gracie Sr., but Urijah Faber trains with Fabio Prado, who's also part of the Carlson Gracie clan. Man, this guy's left his footprint on the legacy of fighting. I'm proud to have known Carlson Sr. This, again, this is two great title fights, a treat we get as fans on the pay-per-view. You know, I'm going to be kicking back. You know, I'll be cheering. You know, we'll both be tweeting a lot, so tweet with us during the pay-per-view. I'm real active on Twitter during the fights. I have a lot of fun. Like I said, I'm a bigger fan than I am even a coach or any other opponent in the sport. So again, always tune in to ProMMATraining.com. Not only do you see great videos from Alan, our whole series of MMA athletes and coaches, jiu-jitsu, kickboxing, Muay Thai. We gathered up all these experts on this great site for people to share, get some good videos. And as well, you have DukeRufus.com if you want to come over and learn some striking, Muay Thai, kickboxing, and things for MMA. We're doing it big and having fun. So again, enjoy. This is going to be a great fight, and stay active and stay happy. We'll see you soon.